tonight, get you some sultrylim.com. If you wanna get it tonight, get you some sultrylim.com. Make your body feel right, get you some sultrylim.com.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue, and I am back for another Love and Hip Hop Hollywood review, you guys. So let's just get right into it. So the episode starts off where the last one left off, which is with Brooke ruining Bridget's little press junket situation, and the bloggers asking Tiara about where they can find her sex tape. So she runs off upstairs into the bedroom, leave me alone, acting like a fucking child. Bridget is trying to talk to her through the door, but once she tells Bridget to leave her alone, Bridget is like, all right, bitch, whatever, then bye. And she goes downstairs to check Brooke and her fucking banana and LaBrittany for coming in and ruining her whole situation. And she gets emotional and starts to cry. She's like, I really thought you had my back, Brooke, but that wasn't you having my back right there. And then Nikki decides that she wants to jump in. Okay, wait a minute, all right? Because what does a banana have to do with the bloggers asking about Tiara's sex tape, okay? So you need to blame who needs to be blamed. Don't be blaming Brooke. And she was like, oh, no, Nikki. No, Nikki, this is not about that, Nikki. This is not for you, Nikki. Okay, this is the Nikki, all right? If somebody wants to read Brooke's messy ass for what the fuck she did, let them read her. Nikki sitting up there talking about, but see, they should have been more professional at that, because obviously they weren't professional enough because they didn't know what to do and they let them take over. They shouldn't have even entertained Brooke and LaBrittany. It's like, that's not the point. The point is Brooke is responsible for her own actions as a fucking grown-ass woman and as a proclaimed friend to Bridget. And then the bitch in the confessionals talking about, all right, I am not sorry for interrupting whatever auntie music, whatever sad sap song Bridget was talking about. It was probably boring anyway. And I'm like, but Brooke, you don't even have a fucking song right now. You don't have anything. You don't have an EP, an LP, a single. You don't have a fucking feature. So how you gonna sit up here talking about her auntie music is boring, bitch? At least somebody give a fuck about what she doing right now. At least they don't think she dead right now. I just kind of feel like Brooke is a jealous ass person that uses messy, shady ass practices to showcase her jealousy. This was not about you. This was not about LaBrittany. This was about fucking Bridget. And next time Bridget has something, she better not ever invite you spotlight stealing hoes to anything else that she does, okay? Because she needs to realize that Brooke is not a real friend to anybody. Brooke ain't even a real fucking friend to herself, because if she did, she would not let herself be on this show looking stupid like she look right now. Girl, go to bed. Go all the way the fuck to bed. So then we got to talk about what else was built about Tiara and Akbar, namely K. Michelle and Akbar having some form of relationship or some words passed on a live that she did on Instagram. He was commenting under it and it seemed like they may have been flirting, but it wasn't flirtation. I don't think K. Michelle wants anything to do with Akbar and his dolphin teeth. I don't give a fuck how light his eyes are. Them light eyes are not to be trusted. Those are the devil's eyes, bitch, okay? And this is when Tiara comes downstairs and Tiara's like, I mean, it was, you know, a relationship. He's my abuser. And that's what made me mad about her. Calling him your abuser. Talking about, hold up, let me say one thing, Miss Moniece, because she felt like Moniece was about to take up for K. Michelle. But I didn't even hear whatever Moniece was about to say because she was loud talking, trying to talk over her so that she can say, abuse is abuse is abuse is abuse. And I'm just sitting up there like, what the fuck are you talking about, Tiara? That nigga did not abuse you. I don't even think he's the one that put your sex tape out. I think it's one of the women that he's fucking with that put out your sex tape. Regardless, if he's so much of an abuser, why do you keep going back to him? Why do you keep having relationships with him? Why do you keep contacting him? Even after you told Lisa Bloom and the rest of the fucking world that you was trying to sue him for putting that sex tape out, but here you are having relationships with him and making excuses for why you still haven't contact contact with this crazy dirt ass nigga, that you are letting mind fuck you to the point that it is not a problem for you that he had 2 other bitches. It is not a problem with you that one or more of these 2 bitches put out your sex tape because of him. You still gonna go back to him, but yet you want to find beef with Moniece because she friends with K. Michelle and K. Michelle doing some shady shit. Like Moniece said, I don't understand why these women are ganging up on her because of something that K. Michelle did, just because she's the only person in the room that still has a real friendship with K. Michelle. Because Bridget is friends with her as well, okay? Bridget had a scene with K. Michelle as well, all right? So I don't understand why everybody is pointing the fingers at Moniece. Like, what the fuck is Moniece supposed to do about what the hell K. Michelle is doing with Akbar? Take that up with the bitch you want to take it up with. And Tiara talking all that shit about she won't meet me in these streets. She won't meet me in these streets. Tiara, you don't need to meet nobody in the fucking streets. You need to meet somebody in a therapy office, okay? That's where you need to meet somebody, bitch, all right? Because in one moment you want to be a victim. One moment you want to be strong. One moment you want bitches not to be saying nothing about it, but then you want everybody to listen to you while you continue to whine about the shit and explain why you still fucking with him. I understand now why Nikki didn't want any parts of this bullshit with you, Tiara, because you don't know what the fuck going on with it yourself. You don't know what you gonna do. You confusing as fuck. Bitch, you a whole liability out here, and now I get it. I'm so sorry, Nikki, that I said that last review, you know, about how you should have been there for her. I mean, I felt like you still could have texted or called her and just been there for her in that aspect. You didn't necessarily have to be there physically at that press conference. But you know what I'm saying. Like a text or phone call, bitch, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like even if she would have done that, Tiara might have still deemed it as her not doing enough. You know what I'm saying? Either way, Tiara is exhausting the fuck out of me. She's exhausting the fuck out of Nikki. She's exhausting the fuck out of Moniece. And sooner or later, bitch, you ain't gonna have no friends but Akbar and his dolphin teeth and his 2 crazy bitches that he fucking with that's fighting over him. But then at the same time trying to act like they want a 3rd bitch involved when the 1st bitch don't like the 2nd bitch. Confusion that nobody needs to be a part of, okay? Confusion. So Ray J and Rockstar meet up because Ray J's a new daddy. All right? So he wants to meet up and commiserate with other men about being daddies. And I'm like, yeah, whatever, nigga. Like, I know I'm supposed to be all bucked up and happy and shit because Ray J and Prinky had that baby, and Ray J is so excited about his baby Melody and love and all of that shit. Like, okay, yeah, all right, we happy for you, Ray J. But at the same time, you being a new daddy to be fucking messy with Rockstar punk ass is which really annoying me. Rockstar, you are not about to get us to soften up to you by showing us that you are a real father in your son's life. I don't care. Your son was cute. I feel bad that you his daddy. That's about it, bitch. That's the only emotions you gonna get from me in regards to you being a daddy. I can't believe that some bitch actually allowed herself to get impregnated by you. I can't believe you stayed in the bitch long enough to impregnate her. But you know what? We gonna go ahead and let that go and move on to my next point about this scene. Him talking about why he keep meeting up with these terrible artists and how Moniece was in the studio singing like Barry White. Is something wrong with me? Why don't we start turning on the light? Why don't we stop wasting time? I've had my share of lovers. Some say I'm damn good. But if you think you can turn me out, babe, I just wish that you would go. You keep telling me this and telling me that. You say once I'm with you, we'll never go back. You say there's a lesson that you wanna teach. Well, here I am, baby. Practice what you preach. If she was singing like Barry White, it's still not bad, bitch. That's how I feel about it. Because Rockstar and Ray J sitting up there laughing about Moniece like Moniece was trying to fake pass out so she wouldn't have to sing the song. Do y'all hear how fucking stupid y'all sound? Moniece can come up with any... Moniece has a child. Moniece's child can always be the reason why she got to leave somewhere. She ain't got to pass out and have the ambulance called. Also, she could not sing a song that she already had signed on to fucking sing. And you, Ray J, talking about, look, this is the second time I heard of Moniece doing something that she knows she can't do. Okay? I want to dunk on niggas. It's just not possible. Fuck Ray J and Rockstar. Fuck the both of y'all, okay? Because neither one of y'all are looking like good guys right now. Ray J, I am so disappointed yet not surprised at you and this messy bullshit that you got going on, okay? Jesus Christ, birds of a feather flock together. No wonder you want to bring Rockstar in to replace A1 in your clique of daddies. No wonder. Because you want everybody to go along with this messy shit, and Rockstar is #1 in charge of the messy shit. So Ray J says he's going to invite him to this meeting of the daddies, and he's not inviting A1 because we don't know if A1 is really a daddy yet. Because we don't know whether Lyrica's child is for Safari. It could possibly be for Rockstar because Rockstar said that he did smash. And I'm like, see, at first you said you didn't have sex with her. Now you saying you did have sex with her. Rockstar, you lying on your dick. You lying on your dick, and I wish somebody would kick you in it because you too fucking old with a child of your own, like you said, to be out here lying on your dick and talking about that lady the way you did. We're going to get into it because it gets way more disrespectful than just this scene right here. So Lyrica and A1 attempt to bring their two wayward ghetto-ass mamas together. So they rented 2 beach houses. One for Mama Lyrica and Mama Pam, and one for Lyrica and A1. Now, they bring them together by surprise because, you know, we can't never tell these 2 old ladies that they're going to be in the same spot. We got to just bring them together and it all be a surprise and everybody get mad because of the surprise. So they sit down at the table and Lyrica G is like, I'm not doing anything until she apologizes to me. And Pam is like, see, that's what I'm talking about. Why you got to push a finger in my face? How would you like it if I put my finger in your face? My finger all in your face like this. Like this here. And then she was like, I don't care about your finger, Pam. That is not the point. This is just childish. I'm still not doing anything until she apologizes. A1 is like, I don't give a fuck what y'all do. All I know is y'all need to figure it the fuck out. We got a child coming. Y'all are grandmothers, and we do not want this child to be in this negative energy. So figure it the fuck out. Lyrica and A1 go on to their little beach house to leave their mamas to fight out for the death. Fight to the death, bitch. So, y'all, Apple Watts goes to therapy with her father this episode, and we found out a lot about Apple. Apparently, Apple went through 30 to 45 foster homes in her life because nobody was there for her. And she went through very traumatic situations in these foster homes. She said, I was left in a hallway for hours alone. They felt like they forgot about me. I wasn't fed sometimes. I was molested. My heart was breaking for Apple. My heart was absolutely breaking for Apple because there's no reason why she should have had to went through all of that, especially seeing as though you were so happy to be the father to the children that came after her. And now you want to be in her life, calling her every fucking day, aggravating the shit out of her. And it's uncomfortable for her because she's still not comfortable with him. And he's trying to be a father, probably the way he's a father to his other children. But you haven't been here for her all of this time. And because of that, she's gone through traumatic experiences, which in her spirit, she probably blames him for. Because if he wouldn't have left, if he would have been there for her, then maybe those things wouldn't have happened to her. And I think that it's more than a maybe. If you would have been there for her and kept her out of some of those foster homes, even if she had to deal with going from place to place with you, at least she would have had one person who loved her, that wasn't going to sexually abuse her, that was going to feed her, that wasn't going to leave her outside in a hallway for hours on end as a young child, afraid with nobody around to protect her. I could not imagine the physical and mental and emotional abuse that Apple has went through her entire life. And now to have this father who wants to be present, but it doesn't even understand. He doesn't understand because when she explains how uncomfortable it is for her, for the type of involvement he's trying to have in her life. They found each other 6 years ago, and he's been trying to call and text her every day, and she says it's too much. She doesn't know how to handle it, and it's uncomfortable for her. And he says that it's weird that she feels uncomfortable. It's not like he's one of these men out here trying to have sex with her. And the therapist has to explain that she has bad relationships with men. It doesn't matter what your intentions are. You are a man in her life who abandoned her. And now, because of that, she is not comfortable with you. That is not weird. That is the way it is. And Apple got upset with him when he said, say, it's not weird. I don't know you like that. And you trying to give me advice. And I try to avoid this shit. I'm not weird. Fuck out of here with that. You got me fucked up. And I was like, you know what? In that moment, she needed to say that to him, because how are you going to tell her what's weird for her when you haven't been there all this time? She resents you. You are the reason why her life was hard in her mind. You know what I'm saying? And so want to come back now and expect everything to be hunky-dory, and you're supposed to be able to give life, life experiences and shit to her. How is she supposed to be receptive of any of that? Because all she's gonna think about is, oh, when you was going through this, you know where I was? Getting fucking raped. You know, when you was going through this with your first child, you know where I was? Being left outside because they didn't want to feed me that day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can imagine it's gonna take so much more therapy for Apple to get to a better place with the shit that's happened to her, let alone with the relationship with him, when she seems to hold him responsible. But you can tell that Apple is not as far off as she could be, because she's still open. And she says that, you know what, it's going to get better with time, but it's just going to take some time. And I was just like, you know what, Apple, I won't hug you, girl. I won't hug you, Apple. Apple, you really out here trying to pull on bitches' heartstrings. You want us to be in love with you, bitch. Well, fine. We in love with you now. Okay? Hope you're ready for all of the love, Apple. So all the ladies are back in London about to go to high tea. But Paris got her ass in Brooke and Bridget's bathroom, taking a luxurious bubble bath, trying to live her best life. But they're trying to get dressed so that they can go to high tea. Monique is going around the house pissed off, slamming cabinets and shit while we trying to get our makeup done, because somebody, Lil Brittany, didn't ate her fucking cereal. She only drink Coke. She only eat cereal. They didn't ate all the fucking cereal and drank all the fucking Coke. Well, now Monique is upset. Also, she's been trying to get in contact with her son. She bought Cam a cell phone, and for some reason, every time she tries to get in contact with him via that cell phone, the daddy is answering the phone, and she's just trying to understand why her son doesn't have his cell phone, so she doesn't have to see Drew's face every time she wants to talk to her fucking son. And I totally understand, and I guess she feels like the control is being taken from her as it pertains to how she's able to communicate with her son. And that must be very difficult for her, but at the same time, I imagine that was something that Fizz has had to deal with at one moment or another in their relationship as well. So, bitch, you'll be okay. Either way, everybody was mad at Monique for being mad, but I felt like one of the first rules was don't eat my shit, and y'all ate her shit, and ain't nobody got no fucking right to be mad at Monique because she mad that somebody ate the only fucking thing she eat in the house. I'm one of them people. If I say this is mine, don't eat all of it, don't fucking eat all of it, okay? I ain't fucking none of you bitches in here, so ain't none of y'all supposed to be dipping y'all nasty fucking fingers in my cereal box, bitch. Lil Brittany, okay, you old immature old hoe, like, I'm just saying, because you know it was her. And she is immature. Like, she don't just look young. She acts she acts and sounds young, which is why I didn't think she was old enough to have a son that was 14, 15 years old. And then we found out that she had the child when she was 14, 15 years old. And I was like, well, all right, that makes sense. But, bitch, I still thought she was like 21. I still thought she was like 22, 23. I didn't think you was 30. But all right, bitch. So Ray J has his little go-kart race situation, Daddy Friday, all right? And he invites Marcus and Lucci. When they get there, they looking for A1. Where is A1? Well, Ray J say ever since he said he wanted to catch that brotherly fade, I ain't want the drama. So you know what? It's just gonna be us, and I got another homeboy coming through. Now, they didn't know that Lucci was coming through. But in the meantime, we talking about all of the various bitches that we dealing with, namely Brooke and Nikki, who are in London right now. We didn't know that Solo Lucci and Nikki was fucking with one another, but Solo Lucci said he got him a nice little thing in London right now. I was like, oh Lord, who fucking with Monster Face? And then we find out it was Nikki. I'm like, Nikki fucking with Monster Face? That's not surprising. It's not surprising. He got money today. It's not surprising at all. She'll fuck with him while he got that little change before he run out of it, you know. But once he run out of it, girl, Nikki gonna move on like Maya. Child, I don't even know why Solo Lucci think that she will fuck with him. Like, this just look like a disaster waiting to happen. She over there in London not claiming you, Solo Lucci, but we'll get to that in a moment. So in comes Rockstar here to replace A1, and I just want to say that I love Marcus, okay? After this scene, I am so here for Marcus, because once he get there, everybody already know who this nigga is. Lucci was there when Rockstar and A1 and Lyrica all had their little situation in that club during that performance that one time, and they was talking about they was best friends. So Lucci is like, look, bro, I'm here for A1. Don't nobody know what the fuck going on with you. So nobody was feeling Rockstar until Ray J told them that he worked with J-Lo and Chris Brown and all of that. And then, Lucci was like, oh, all right then, you all right with me then, nigga. I'm like, you ain't no good, Lucci. You ain't no good. You ain't nothing but a groupie. Get all excited because this nigga done some songs with a couple of people that y'all fucking know. All right, Marcus was not moved at all. Marcus don't give a fuck. He still ain't fucking with Rockstar. And then Rockstar starts to talk about how he got on a ride after Safari got off, because they talking about, oh yeah, I ain't even want to talk about A1 and how he got his gastric bypass. And Lyrica told me some things, but I don't want to tell y'all what Lyrica told me. I don't want to really tell y'all what's going on. All I know is I got on a ride after Safari, and that thing was bumpy, and it was like the Sahara. It was like a bumpy ride through the Sahara. And I'm like, are you talking about her vagina like that? Is that what you're doing? Is that supposed to be sexual innuendo into you making negative comments about her physique, about her body, about her vagina? Like, is that what you're saying to us, Rockstar? Which probably means that she would never let you really fuck her, and you feel the need to lie about it now because you an insecure fuckboy that will probably get in his feelings when a woman who he really likes would never give him the time of day. We all know that the reason why you've been hating on A1 this whole time is because apparently he got a woman that you wanted. Well, guess what, Rockstar? You're a fucking lame. You're an insecure lame who everything, I can see right through you, nigga. I can see all the bullshit pouring right through your pores. That's why I just said I feel bad for your son, because you're a fucked up individual to sit up on this show like this and talk about that lady like that, talking about that was your best friend, you was friends with her. You ain't no good. And the way you sit up there and lie and say you cool with people and then talk shit about them behind their back the way you did with Moniece, boy, you are the epitome of the lying, fake ass people in LA. You need your whole mouth punched in. You need all your fucking two front teeth knocked out. Marcus feels like when Ray J brought up that shit about Safari, A1 was always there to nip that shit in the bud. And now you got Rockstar sitting up here basically patting himself on the back about having sex with a married woman. Ray J, you was all pissed off with Safari when you thought it was him. But now Rockstar saying he did the same shit that Safari did, and you all cool and kikiing and laughing and giggling about the shit, all because A1 wanted to catch the brotherly fade because he was tired of you bringing bullshit to his table after he didn't already told you him and his wife they made up and they gonna get back together as his friend. You should have never spoke that shit out loud at that table about that not being his baby. That's why A1 wanted to catch that brotherly fade with your fucking ass. And if it was you, you would have felt the same way. Ray J, you ain't shit for this scene. Rockstar, you been ain't shit, okay? You been ain't shit. You been the scum on the bottom of my fucking shoe, nigga. You been that. So I'm just sitting up here looking at this scene like Marcus is the only one I'm fucking with right now, because Marcus was like, man, fuck all this, and he got up and walked off. Marcus got up and walked the fuck off like, I'm not about to be a part of this bullshit. I was like, thank you, Marcus. Okay, you need to teach your old lady some of these morals that you got, because Lord knows Brooke ain't got them. So let's take it on over to the high tea. After Paris and the rest of the ladies shimmied their asses down the stairs and made it their way to high tea, we got our little biscuits and jam and pastries and shit and our tea, and it's all beautiful and cute and shit. And then we got to start acting immature playing Never Have I Ever. And I'm just sitting up there like, this is some type of shit that you play at your house at night with your homegirls, or, just in the privacy of your own space, not at a fucking high tea. Okay, LaBrittany, this is just immature as fuck. So apparently this how it go. They say never have I ever. If you haven't done it, you keep your hand up. If you did it, you put a finger down. Okay, so what we find out is that Brooke wanted a nigga bad enough to suck his toes, and Brooke and Tierra Marie have had threesomes, which does not surprise us, seeing as though she was so okay with being enveloped into the lifestyle of being a sister wife with Akbar and the rest of his muscle-bound bitches. But anyway, that's when somebody, I don't know, y'all, I was so confused about what the fuck was going on in this moment. But Brooke says, never have I ever had sex with Solo Lucci. And Nikki didn't put a finger down. And she was like, oh, so you're not going to put a finger down? But apparently the threesome shit, Brooke took that as Nikki being shady. I'm like, why? Everybody's had threesomes. Why would you consider that shade towards you, Brooke? Tiara was another person that had a threesome. So why would you think that was shade towards you? So for you to be so specific and say Solo Lucci, and Nikki say, look, baby, if I fucked him, I would say I did. I didn't fuck him. That's my business. I'm a grown-ass woman. I can do whatever I want to do. Now stop with all of this fake shit, okay? When she said that shit, she was like, all right, so cut it out with all of the fake shit. I was just like, you better tell her, because Brooke stayed with the fake shit. And Moniece, who has had her issues with Nikki Baby in the past, sparked up and she was like, this is just bullshit, okay? Because we sit here and we have these moments and this messy shit happens, and she didn't say Brooke's name, but she was talking about Brooke. If you friends with somebody, be friends with him. If you not, why you take every little slide moment you can to hit people in the fucking gut on some bullshit? Either be cool and be friends, or don't be cool and don't talk to the motherfucker. But it has to be either or, bitch. We can't think we friends and then every time I turn around you saying some slick shit to fuck over me. The same thing that she did with Moniece in the studio, now she doing it with Nikki Baby and Solo Lucci. The same thing she did to Bridget up there interrupting her little press junket situation. Bitch, you always stabbing somebody in the fucking back, and I'm waiting for somebody to pull one of them bundles out of your fucking head. Brooke, you working on my nerves, bitch. I used to be here for you. I used to like you, but now you're doing too much to the point where you don't even look like a good person. And that's a bad look, bitch. That's a terrible fucking look. I don't know why Bridget would do music with you after the fact. I wouldn't do shit with you, bitch. I wouldn't go to McDonald's or the corner store or the gas station with your fucking ass. So y'all, Lyrica and Pam are back at the beach house, and Pam is in the kitchen, got her music on, look like she, pulling some food out of some bags, and here come Lyrica stomping in, and she goes straight to the radio and turns off Pam's music, and Pam is like, see, there you go, turning off my music. And now I understand why Pam is so aggravated with Lyrica G. Lyrica G is very entitled and sometimes comes in and wants to control the atmosphere, feels like she deserves something. She's just very entitled, and I think somebody like Pam, who is so used to feeling less than, she is definitely picking up on Lyrica G's entitlement, and it's aggravating the fuck out of her. But Lyrica says that she wants to talk to Pam because they need to resolve this situation. It all started because of that bitch K. Michelle, and I'm like, Lyrica G, this is not because of K. Michelle. This is because of your daughter in Safari. Because Safari is the one that told K. Michelle that he had some type of inappropriate conversations, text message, phone calls, relationship with your daughter. And your daughter did something to make other people feel like she was flirting. If anything, I believe that Brooke is more at fault for how this shit circulated than K. Michelle. But you know what? If they want to pick K. Michelle out the bunch to be mad at, what the fuck ever. And Pam said just what I said. This has something to do with your daughter and her inappropriate relationship with Safari. It ain't about K. Michelle. And she's like, well, I feel like you shitting on me and my daughter by saying that my daughter would cheat on your son. And all I wanted your son to do was come and see about his wife. That's what any woman would say. And Pam was like, nah, that's not what any woman would say. That's just you. Okay, that's just you, because you always trying to control some shit and y'all always trying to blame my son. I raised a good son and he is a good man, and you always trying to take it to him like something is his fault. You need to deal with your old slutty ass daughter instead of coming for my son every time something go down in a relationship. And I understand both sides of it. Pam is defensive of the fact that Lyrica always takes it to A1. That shit was not A1's fault, and if A1 didn't feel like dealing with your daughter right now, that was up to him. That was not Lyrica G's place to get involved in their arguments the way that she did. And I think that Pam has every right to feel how she feels in defense of her son, but her ghetto ass always takes it too fucking far. But you know what? For the moment, they decide they're gonna let bad bitches be bad bitches. They're gonna just let it go, and they like each other, okay? They didn't like each other at first, but you know what? After Lyrica shut up for 5 seconds and let Pam have the last word, now she like her, now she been liking her, now they cool again. And they decide to go on and take it out there to the beach and sit on the beach and have a nice little time and enjoy these beautiful surroundings that their children have put together for them. So they get out there on the beach, and Lyrica G shows Pam an ultrasound, and Pam gets pissed off because Lyrica G was there, but she wasn't invited. And Lyrica is like, well, you need to talk to your son about that because my daughter is the one that invited me. And she's all pissed off talking about, well, next time you need to call me and let me know. And I'm like, no, baby, you need to take that to A1. But that's when Pam lets it be known that even though they thought they resolved this situation with Safari, she still wants Lyrica to get a paternity test. And this is when Lyrica G completely loses her shit and says that she is getting tired of her being disrespectful. And Pam says, oh, you just want to be like your daughter. You just want to be your daughter. That's your problem. And I guess she meant you just want to be young and you want to be your daughter's friend and not her mother and all of that. I don't know, but y'all, they must have been feeling each other's energy that something was about to pop off because they both jump up. Security hurry ups and rush in before Pam could pick up that fucking chair and throw it at Lyrica G, y'all. I was not ready for, first of all, I'm not going to talk about how nobody looked in their bathing suit, but let me tell you, this stank ass walk that Pam had when she walked away in that bathing suit, fuck y'all, I'm going home. That walk was terrible. You don't look like you got shit in your drawers and like lifting every cheek up when you walk. It just, oh Lord, it was the nastiest walk away I ever seen by an old bitch. Y'all too know y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. Y'all supposed to be being examples for y'all children and for y'all grandchildren, but y'all can't stop arguing. Let me tell you something, Pam. You may want a paternity test, but you shouldn't have said that shit to Lyrica. You should have let that shit go. Now look, A1 and Lyrica number 2 was on Wendy Williams last week, and they put it out there that they had a paternity test and the baby is his and they're having a little boy. So we can put all of that bullshit to rest. They may not know it on the show right now, but we can go ahead and put it out there that that is A1's baby. And I really don't think Lyrica had sex with Safari or Rockstar. I think she may have had inappropriate conversations with Safari, and I think that Rockstar is a desperate, pathetic fuckboy who's lying on his dick. Another thing, did anybody notice how hard Lyrica G was fighting with that wig through the whole scene? I mean, no, because what you're saying is terrible, okay? You're gonna leave my daughter alone. It's just ridiculous. You're disrespecting us, and I'm not gonna take it. Y'all, I couldn't take it. That fucking wig was winning the fight, okay? The wig was winning the fight. Fuck Pam and Lyrica G. The wig was winning the fight. All right? So, y'all, we hop back to London, and this is supposed to be the performance. I don't know why Bridget Kelly thought it would be a good idea to bring on Paris as her MC, but she did. Child, whatever. I guess because the bitch talk loud. I guess if you can sound like Kid Capri, the female version, then you could be an MC. All right, fine, whatever. So, LaBrittany performs, even though Bridget Kelly didn't like the way Brooke put her on the spot about that, but she performed and opened up for her, and it was cute. You know, and it's money, and they hating, acting funny, girl, whatever. That performance was lackluster as fuck. You could have kept that. Anyway, I'm just saying, if you're going to be on stage with just you by yourself, I'm going to need for you to sing. When you got background dancers and shit, that's when you get your little pop and coochie songs going on. But when it's just you, I'm going to need for you to actually sing. Bridget performs, does a beautiful job. Definitely want to check out her album. And then here come Lady LaShure. I don't know why we had to see this scene with Lady LaShure. This is the girl that LaBrittany has a song with. Honestly, I don't give a fuck right now. I don't know why she needed to come in so we could see her for 2 seconds and then she disappeared. Like, I just didn't understand why we cared about that. Nikki lets everybody know that she's going home. She's over it. After her getting into it with Brooke at the table, we didn't really understand what the fuck was going on with that and the Solo Lucci situation, but she's ready to go home, and then she blames it on the fact that her brother died 3 years ago. I'm like, is this the anniversary or something, Nikki? Like, you leaving a lot to be desired. But if you just want to go home, you don't need to, blame your family history for it. Just say, I'm over these hoes and I want to go home. That's all we need, bitch. All of this extra shit, I don't know. Brooke says that they were both being shady, and Paris says, let's keep turning up. So I guess there will be more fuckery to take place next episode in London. And that was that. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. I'm still trying to decide whether I'm going to do 911. Y'all wasn't really feeling 911 that much in those past reviews. So I'm wondering if I'll do like a bi-weekly thing instead of doing a every week thing. I'm not sure because I want to finish off what happened last episode. But I'll probably end up doing 911 a little bit later today. I need to take a little break. This has been like 4 videos or 5 videos back to back. I'll be doing the most. Anyway, y'all, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you have not. Bondy Blue, follow me on it all. Instagram and Twitter, Facebook. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next